Recording in progress.
So that was a good win against a really good team. Obviously, LSU hasn't lost this year. We didn't want to look back knowing we only play them once in the regular season and know that that's a team that's going to compete for a championship. We don't want anybody to do our work for us. So it was an opportunity not only for us to get one, but to give them one. That's a really good team, an extremely well-coached team. That statistically, obviously, they came in as the #1 defensive team in the country. We had some success early, struggled a little bit with turnovers, which was a real problem against our pressure. We're going to have to clean that up. But our defense was outstanding. It starts and ends with Walker Kessler. Walker gets a triple-double tonight. His ability to protect the rim and LSU got the ball to some really good spots, and Walker just cleans everything up. So, boy, if there's a better defender, a shot blocker, rim protector in the country, I haven't seen him. And so that's important. Jabari Smith going up against Darius Days. He's not going to have a tougher matchup all year long. Darius only had 1 2-point field goal. And, Jabari, with the exception of the turnovers, just played another solid game, just to let the game come to him. Made some really big shots, when it mattered. I just think my biggest thing is just really up and down the contributions. It's our 10 or 11 guys. KD Johnson had his moments. Zepp had his moments. Allen played too many minutes tonight. That's on me. But it's great to have him back. We need his physicality. Wendell really did a good job of going by his man. We got to do a better job defensively, and too many turnovers from my point guards. But all in all, a really good effort and a great start to the SEC season.
We'll start with a question from Mark Murphy.
Yeah, Bruce, can you talk about the energy you guys played with for the full 40 minutes and the job Allen did in his first start this season, filling in for Devin?
Yeah, well, Al did better. He was more productive. He looked more like he was with us. Made some big shots. That Lake shot clock 3 and 1. That's something that we've seen Al do, and that was a great look for him. So it's good to have him back. And look, my biggest thing is it's December 29th, and I didn't know. Obviously the jungle and an incredible home court advantage had a lot to do with our start, and a lot to do with LSU struggling early. They settled down, and let's face it, we won by 15. We're up 18-1. From that point forward, it was an even game.
Justin Ferguson.
Bruce, this talk about the timing that Walker has as a guy who blocks shots. Not just the fact that he's so tall, but his athleticism and his timing and just how rare that is for a guy like him.
Yep, great timing, great length, not afraid to get himself up in the air, and has the ability to find a landing pad. A lot of guys don't jump because they don't land well. Walker, thank God, lands well, and he's not afraid to get up in the air and put himself in compromising position. That's a demonstration of his toughness. You gotta be a tough guy to be willing to get up in the air in all that traffic, and he doesn't get enough credit for that.
Gordon Hill.
Bruce, talking about Walker, with about 6.5 minutes to go, LSU got it to within 6, and then he had some big rebounds. I think a couple putbacks. Just how big was it that he was able to come up with some of those big plays that helped you guys put this one away?
Yeah, it was huge. He made some big plays, but some of it was our own doing. Our assist-to-turnover ratio was not good, and very easily could get us beat if we don't tighten it up.
Next is Jason Caldwell.
Bruce, you mentioned Allen. Just what does it mean for your team to have that veteran presence back out there, a guy who's been through this before, and haven't even though he's still kind of getting your rust knocked off, just to have him back out there?
Well, it means a lot. And like the rest of our team now, all right, that's great. It's December 29th. It's not even January yet. We got work to do. We just got work to do, and if our guys will continue to focus on that, okay. So you're seeing where we are right now. I want better. I want more productive. I want smarter. And to continue to maintain that effort and energy. But getting Al back gives us just another weapon and another guy that we can look to. Gives us even greater balance.
We'll go to Dubois Wilborn.
Hey, Bruce, I hope we have a good day today, man.
Tobias, it was a good day.
Good for me too. Glad to be alive, man. Walk me through, you guys, you're up by 6, they have made a little bit of a run. You call a timeout, what do you say to them, and then what do you kind of thinking is you guys go back out there, push the lead back out? Thank you.
No, it's not really about a timeout. It's not about what I say. We're able to control the game with our defense. And the fact that LSU only had 4 assists, that's huge. 4 assists and 17 turnovers. So what we did defensively was very disruptive. Wes Flanagan and Chad Pruitt and their team had to scout, did an amazing job to beat the number 6 team in the country like that, to beat the number 3 team in the net. Because I think we did a really, really good job guarding. And I think when we struggled in their ball screen and we let Pinson kind of get off and we sent them to the foul line too much, that was when they were able to climb back in the game.
All right, guys, time for 2 more. First up is Brian Matthews.
Yeah, Bruce, I know you got a long way to go, but you mentioned how you wanted to set the stage for the SEC with this win over LSU, and you wanted to be able to take care of business, I guess, early, and not let other teams do that for you. But how do you feel about the way your team just came out, though, and what a big game this is and the atmosphere?
Well, I think they responded well, but don't forget we were at home. And how would we have responded if we were like LSU on the road against one of the top teams in the country? So I wouldn't make too much of it. Wouldn't make too much of it. The nice home win. We did what we were supposed to do.
All right, Coach, we'll wrap you up with Steve Moulton.
Coach, congratulations on the win today. Just tell me what you think about how well your team has grown to this point, and how coachable are they moving forward?
I think they're very coachable. I'll tell you what, guys, we probably in the last 4 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 4 days now, I bet you we watched 4 or 5 hours of film, detailed, and they were on it. They were asking questions, they were studying it, they were preparing. That's a really good sign. They're getting an understanding. And even when we make mistakes, when we have some, challenge them, they understand. They understand. And so we have grown. We've gotten a lot better, but we got a long way to go.